Hi guys, Sweet Cheeks here. This is a paranormal vlog, and I got spooky in the background. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's there. I'm gonna have it there when I do my paranormal vlogs, because I think it adds a touch of spookiness. Anyways, we'll get on with the subject of this vlog. Okay, so somebody sent me a private message the other day after I posted my paranormal vlog, and he had a few questions, but his email, he told me that he has researched the paranormal. I'm sorry that I'm like reading this word for word off this piece of paper. In his email, he told me that he's researched paranormal experiences for a few years, and he finds it very interesting to hear personal experiences. And he told me that he's mostly interested in dark spirits and wanted to ask me a few questions. So he sent me, 4 questions. And I decided, instead of sending him like a long personal message back, I would do a vlog. Because I figured if he's got questions, there's probably more viewers out there that have questions. So I would just, do this vlog and answer the questions. But, oops, sorry, I shook the table because my tea was sitting on the table. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will answer questions. You guys go ahead and send me... One second, I need a drink. Okay. You guys go ahead. Send me questions. Personal messages on YouTube, down in the comments. I do have a Facebook page, so you guys are more than welcome to like me there, send me private messages there, send me comments. And, of course, I will have it down below in the description thing, and you guys can click it there. Anyways, let me go ahead and get into these questions after another drink. Question 1. Do you have any experiences with dark spirits? I just sort of have notes here, so if I'm constantly, maybe I'll hold it up here so it still looks like I'm sort of looking at you. I don't know. Let me just read this real quick so it refreshes my brain on what I was going to say. And I'll just sort of skip this when I edit it. Okay. So, yes, I believe I've had experiences. Other people may say it wasn't, but I myself believe I have had experiences. I'm just going to sort of touch on these because I do plan on doing like a full vlog later, when I'm trying, as you know, with my story of my life past, trying to go in a slight order for you guys, so you guys can sort of see it like as things evolved throughout my life versus like random bits and pieces. So if I don't answer your questions like thorough enough or whatever in this, feel free to send me another message asking more in-depth questions or anything like that, but let me just keep going with the answer to this question. So at the last house I lived with my parents, if that makes any sense to you guys, it was like haunted. And it was either by like a cat. Do not jump up. No, cat, down. No, I did not hit the cat. It was haunted by either a dark spirit, whether it being like a ghost or whether it was like a demon or what. But it was haunted by something bad. Okay? And, me, my sister, my mom, my brothers, I think even my dad eventually admitted to having seen something in this house. Okay? And it's very rare that we all see things, but we all saw things in this house. And I believe it was a dark entity. I don't know if it was humans or if it was demons. Honestly, I know there was a demon in the area that haunted like the whole like neighborhood type of thing. But my house particularly had something just evil in it, okay? Oh yeah, I've had other encounters too. It wasn't just that house. There was the times like with the graveyard, that things have followed us from it and stuff like that, okay? There's just a lot of, for some reason, evil seems to be attracted to me. I don't know what it is, but it is. Question 2. Have you ever noticed any unexplained scratches or claw marks or ever been attacked by a ghost? Yeah. Well, I get random bruises. And at the old house that I lived in, I'd get them like all the time. Sometimes they're just small, other times they were big bruises, and I couldn't figure out where they're coming from. Because it was a thing of, I'd wake up and like after taking a shower or something, or it may be like summertime, so I've got shorts on or something, and I'd be like, where the hell are these bruises coming from? And, I mean, I'm a rough sleeper, but considering I was sleeping in a big bed to myself, I couldn't really figure out where these bruises were coming from. Scratches or claw marks, I don't really, I don't remember ever really getting them. I think I might have, like, one time after being at the cemetery or something. Like, I want to think it happened, but I don't, like, really remember. So my answer for that is just going to be no. Just because I plainly don't remember it happening. Let's see. Oh, I'm being attacked. I think I have been. Whether it was by, like, a dark spirit or just some random spirit that we conjured, I don't know. But me and my friend were playing with the Ouija board. And at this point, I mean, we've been playing with it for a while, at different points, like, during the summer. And this is when my Ouija board basically wouldn't talk to me anymore. It only wanted to talk to my friend. And it would get pissed off at me for touching it. Don't ask me. And I know my friend wasn't pranking me because it freaked her out to the point where she no longer wanted to play with it. But at this point in time, this, like, demon that said he was from the graveyard, which, like I said, I'll get more in depth into this when I actually do my vlog covering this subject. But anyways, we were talking to him, and he only wanted to talk to my friend. And I was basically, like, challenging him. And I was like, what are you going to do if I don't stop? And he was like, I'll choke you. And at that moment, I seriously felt like somebody was choking me. There were no hand marks or anything like that left on my neck. So, of course, like, was it in my head? Was it, like, actually a presence there? I don't know. I can't prove or disprove it in any way like that. But to me, I feel like he claimed to be a demon, was trying to choke me. We actually ended up banishing him from us and ending, like, the Ouija board session. And, of course, it stopped. I no longer felt the presence or anything. So, I don't know. Myself, I believe I was attacked and something tried to choke me. Question 3. Have you ever had any dreams associated with the experience? Oh, encounter, sorry. I don't think so. I have had dreams that involve, like, ghosts or things like that, but I don't believe them to actually be, like, directed towards any of the encounters I've had. And if I have the dreams, then I block them out and I don't remember them at all. But I do have a dream that sort of, like, has, like, I've had that sort of re-happens. Like, I redream it. And things slightly change about the dream, but in general, it's the same dream. And it, like, when I'm dreaming it, I feel like I'm at my old house where, like, most of, like, the evil encounter I've had sort of took place around. So, I don't know, maybe it does tie back to that house. I'm not sure. I usually end up realizing it's a dream for the point that, like, when I lived at a house with my parents were still together, and I lived with them. Since we've left that house, my parents have gotten divorced. So, and of course, like, I don't live with them, and my brother doesn't live with them anymore. We've all sort of grown up and starting our own lives now. So, of course, when I do have the dream, a lot of times I'll realize it's a dream and wake up. But it deals with, like, this whole house, every room has its, like, own ghost. My room, of course, has a creepy ghost sitting in the corner talking about how he can see me, and he can see me at all times, and even though I'm hiding, he can see me now. So it scares the crap out of me because I don't know what exactly she's referring to as he can see me at all times. So it may be reflected on the demon. I don't know exactly, like I said, considering that I've never seen like the demon itself or any of the dark entities that I felt in these dreams. I'm going to say like I haven't, but now thinking more on it, maybe I have. The last question would be, other than feeling sick, have you experienced any strong feelings? And he put in your tummy. Um, yes. Whenever any of these experiences usually happen, I do have feelings, but they may not just be located to my tummy. A lot of times, my major senses that kick in would be, I get the spine tingles. Anybody that gets those, you know what I mean? You'll get them from like a cold breeze or something. I get them all the time. I say they're my psychic ability because I can be reading a story about paranormal things. I can look at pictures. I can be watching TV about it. I can be, for instance, I'm Christian, so I can be reading the Bible, and at certain parts, I just get these sensations up my spine. And at one point, I was actually trying to harness them to, like, tell if it was, like, a good thing or a bad thing. But as of right now, I've actually tried to, like, start blocking these things out a few years ago just because I got tired of it, like, of feeling scared. And a lot of times when I am allowing myself to be open to these experiences, I get, like, my energy drains, my personality changes, stuff like that. So I don't do it a lot, but I'm at that point where I want to try to open myself back up to it and experience things again, because I've just noticed, like, small things sort of happening, like, around my house and stuff like that. And like, my husband wants to do the paranormal thing, like ghost hunting thing, so I feel like I need to open myself back up to this world slightly. And of course, with me doing my paranormal vlogs, it automatically is going to open up my senses to this stuff again, because whenever I talk about it, I get opened up to this stuff. I don't really care for it. So like I said, I'm going to try to do these vlogs like as long as I can. And if I skip a week or two, it's just because I need to shut myself down for a while because of my, like, senses, like, changing type of thing. Oh yeah, other than the tummy in my back, I don't really see things, but I can sort of, like, sense things, and it's, like, in my head. I don't know how to describe it, but, I just say it's, like, in my head because I'll feel, like, my whole body-wise, and sometimes I just don't know really how to explain it. But one of the times I was at the graveyard, I had opened myself up, and I was trying to just experience, like, what was there, and I had this feeling of, like, everything just closing in on me, like I was being surrounded. Yeah, it was scary, and I felt the need to leave. The last time, which I'm going to do a vlog, hopefully in the next few days on this, because I really wanted to do it over the weekend, but I don't have the files from the digital voice recorder on my computer, so I didn't get a chance to mess with it over the weekend. But I'm going to get that situated. Anyways, last time I was at the graveyard, I had the feeling, and it sort of starts off as a feeling, like, in my gut, and it, like, spreads to this just whole, like, ominous feeling, and it's creepy as all get out, and I hate it, and it's really one of the reasons I don't like going to the graveyard, because every time I go there, I feel something. But I just had this feeling that something was, like, staring at me. You know that feeling when, like, someone's seriously staring at you, just, like, his eyes are just bearing through your head, and, like, it was horrible. And I actually think I caught him walking through the cemetery, because it was in the exact area that I was feeling him walk around. But I will come more into that in my next vlog. Yeah, that sort of answers those questions. I know that might not be the most in-depth answers, but I'll cover these. like, I'll hang on to this notebook and these questions, and as I'm sort of covering my vlogs, I'll try to touch more on answering these questions, like relating back to this vlog, when I do those. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, feel free to message me on YouTube, leave a comment down below, like my Facebook, like that, leave a comment on there, send me a message through that. I'm on Facebook constantly. I will see things right away there, and I'll try to keep an eye on YouTube even if I'm not like posting videos. Even if I'm not posting videos, I'll try to keep an eye on here to see if anyone's commenting or if I'm getting, you know, things in my inbox from you guys. Like, I'm comfortable with answering questions and, you know, talking about my experiences. And if you guys have any experiences, feel free to send me a message talking about them. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it there. So, bye!